You're welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm so glad that you are here. So today we're going to be talking about the progress and development of things concerning the late singer, a 27-year-old late singer, Mohbad. Not just today is the procession stand-up candlelight was observed for him within Nigeria, but even outside Nigeria, even not just only from the blacks, foreigners, even those people that we don't even expect from, we'll be hearing from them. And Nigeria in Lagos, parts in Lagos, did theirs yesterday, and it was a disaster. Why did it end up in disaster? If you ask me, who I go ask? Because Nigeria, they are known for this because everybody are just angry with the government. I'm sure they just want to use the opportunity because they love anything enjoyment, and from enjoyment they can take it to another level. You know, they gave them time and to disperse by the time they are done with the stand-up candlelight for the lead singer, but a lot of them decided to stay back to do the undo. And later what happened was we're hearing that tear gas attack was made by the police and some people were injured while their son were rushed to the hospital. Why did it end up like this? Why did it? I know people are just trying to let out their grievances because of the way things are in the country, and but the young man, 27-year-old young man, the late singer Mohbad, don't want this. I'm sure wherever he is just trying to make things right, and that is not the right way to mourn him. So, and also if you could remember the SARS event that took place in some years back, we all know the effect. Even a lot of us have not even come out of that very situation, you know, now, not to talk about, you know, the effect and the victims that were affected and the loved ones that died. A lot of them are still mourning. But did it change Nigeria? It didn't change Nigeria. Like we always hear, you see, Nigeria is in the hands of God. So put Nigeria in your prayer at all times. Prayers are working. I don't think it's not working. When God came to save the Israelites, it wasn't that time that they were been praying that came. It came when at his own time. So God is going to make it true for Nigeria. So in Nigeria, you know, wicked Pharaoh was it was a difficult man. It was difficult for him to let the Israelites go. Okay, so the wicked men in Nigeria, those governments, they are finding difficult for them to free Nigeria to enjoy what the resources God has given to them. But when God's intervention comes, nobody can stop. So that aside, let me not just enter into preaching, but now Naira Marley himself is at large. They said he's in London. I don't know how possible that is, but a lot of them that are so close to him said he's in London. They get information that he's in London, and now they have banned most of his music, especially in those slums, those areas where they play this kind of ginger music. Another good news, but just that it's really a sad one. Another way around is Mohbad music are not rating high in most of the music industries. Rating so high that people just begin to say, God, why will it just be now? When people are alive, they will not be celebrated, but once they are dead, so say God forbid, it's not our portion, okay? We'll be celebrated while we are alive. This young man was just trying to let us know really what has been happening to him, his life, his family background. One of the music, if somebody was able to help us write, I was just reading through what he was trying to say in that music. When he was talking about the mother left him 10 years ago alone as a kid, father is crying, looking for money to take care of them, brothers are crying, they are hungry. Wow, really, as I was just going through that reading, I just started feeling bad again. This is something that will not just go out of our mind or just leave our mind just like that. The love is massive. The stand-up crowd is massive. So massive, and this shows to you that indeed it was the lights. Another round is concerning his the evacuation of his body that was exhumed from the gravesite where it was being buried. They found blood stains there. They are just his body. They found blood stain, and people begin to wonder, why would that happen? A doctor was able to explain to us, really, if that occurred, what could be the reason. And people were just speculating that, and also himself were able to further explain to us that that a body, when somebody is dead, there's chances that the person is in coma. It's not like it's dead. There's a possibility and chances that the person will stand up again, from coma or whatever is the position you find them. So if they had allowed Mohbad to stay, maybe for some few days. Maybe God, who knows, he would have even stood up from, the position, and people will be happy. Because even when they were referring to that video, when the first time when the young man just put out that video crying in the steering side, and Mohbad was lying down at the back, they said they saw him moving. If they would have allowed him stay, and maybe after whatever they said is dead state, who knows, he would have stood up. But all the same, I just look at it that God has reasons. I don't know, will I say it's God, but just that God is just, I don't know, just, it takes one man to make this whole nonsense stop, especially even in music industry. A lot of us know this Naira Marley stuff. It's even now people said, looking in about who this Naira, whatever, Marlians, what they're up to. They're drug cartels. Oh, God. Introducing young boys that are not where to do, because when they catch them with this kind of enticing money and good life, they embed them into the group, and they make some vows concerning that, and if they go out to confess about it, this and that and harm will happen to them. That fear, putting it in this, I can imagine when Mohbad was the record deal, when he signed the record deal, I can imagine the age that he was, and imagine the young boys that this Mali of a man will just get into his den and start using them as stuff out there in the society. So it's really a sad one. And at the same time, I'm sure this young boy, like I said, he was a light. Wherever he is regretting the fact that he met, he got involved with wrong people. It's a lesson also to learn, not just only to watch the event of things or how it happened, how sorry we were, how the life we lived, like the kind of suffering and the mishandling and the rest. But you too have to learn. We all have to learn lesson from it, because most of this industry, music industry, if they find out that they've been doing it on their own, they don't even know where to hang, and somebody will just come, a hawk, they will come and get the chicks, and what do they do with them? Eat them. You will think that they're just trying to help them. It's just to hit them. And if these young men that are out there, they're not patient enough, they will get into the hands of wrong, and this is just what had happened to our dear Mohbad. Okay, so please, in essence, what I'm trying to say is just that, please, we should take it easy. Like, take it easy. Everybody, when it was having that name imole, nobody knows that it's going to shine to this. Its light is so bright that it can affect many lives, to the extent that people, even from different foreigners, are also coming out to feel the demise of this young man, just to feel the situation at hand with us. All right, so you can imagine how bright the light is, how shining that light is. So you have a light, every one of us will have a light, but when it's not your time, don't rush into things, because there is chances that you're going to rush into wrong hands, just like it happened with this dear young man, Mohbad, singer Mohbad. Okay, you might rush into bad hands. Mohbad, he didn't get a chance to pull out. He didn't speak up. Why? Because, and sometimes I wonder why. Look, I said they now started bringing out these videos of how he's been beaten, manhandling, bullying, and the rest of them. Why now? Why didn't they bring it out before? Because they have a oath that they have sworn to, and that alone got them scared that if they reveal this, Marley who is really the rascal that he really is, he might take it on them. So I'm sure that's why the reason why they have to keep it. Everything was just secret. It's so painful, and that is just the reason why people are not having it at all. Why would they have to come to this extent? No, even if at all is of age of 27 years, he has a right to to think of what he wants for himself. Nobody should come and be dictating to him. And like, he left the label group. Because of that, they were coming after him because of the order he sworn, with the cartel of drug or whatever. So please, we should be mindful. We should be guided. Everybody have their time to shine. Be patient. That is what I'm trying to make here. Just be patient. Everybody, God have written it that this is also time. The only thing you should be praying as a prayer point to you, like I want to end this video here, is just that. Just pray for patience. Pray for patience, and also pray that God will bring you close to people that really have good plan for you, that have good intentions for you, because they have a lot of them are wolves. They're just hanging around in sheep clothing looking for how to tear you apart. So you should be guided when you go out with, you are making friends. You know, be careful with the kind of people you make friends with. Don't just go there only with your, you know, with what you like, because of what is enticing you to get around them. Because now these days people want to make friends with people that have succeeded, that have made it in life. Nobody wants to make friends with people that are just starting so that they can start up together. No, they want to make friends with people that have made it in life. But while you do so, don't just go there and just relax. Go there, use your head, use everything that God, the intuition God has given to you, to, you know, mingle around them. And if you find out, if you observe anything that is fishy, or observe anything that is going to be a detriment to you, please try and speak to people if you know you cannot pull out, and withdraw yourself as early as possible. Because if you had done so, I'm sure when he just started thinking of how to pull out from their midst, it became so late, because, you know, the vow have been made, you know. So we should be guided, we should be careful. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video, and just leave your comment behind, and don't forget to continue doing what you have to do just to make sure we gain justice. We are here to hear from the people that went for the autopsy of the outcome of what caused the death of the so let's just continue, keep our fingers crossed. Any new news that we, you know, get, so please, you just have to subscribe and turn on the bell so that you will be notified of that. We're going to meet on our next one. Thank you for enjoying. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.